WWE Wrestlers Breaking Character in 2024. Let's watch.
Someone roasts you so hard that you have to laugh. On Raw, Sheamus and Drew McIntyre were having a personal and heated exchange. Then, Drew decides to throw this at Shamo.
Before you were injured, it was banger after banger after banger. But since you've returned, it looks to me like it's been burger after burger after burger.
There's not a single person R-Truth can't get to break character, and Damian Priest learned this the hard way. During a backstage segment, Truth took the liberty of booking Finn Balor in a match against Tommaso Ciampa. Watch Damian Priest's reaction.
Why me?
Oh, my bad. I know you was afraid of Ciampa. Adam, squash that. Finn is a scaredy cat. We not gonna be
Scaredy cat? I know scaredy cat.
In fact, R-Truth is so good, he doesn't even need to be in the room to get you to crack. The next week, Judgment Day was watching a promo video that featured R-Truth.
Tom and Nick Mysterio, even though I never met Nick, he's still my brother.
After the video, Damian Priest had to cover his mouth so fans couldn't see him laughing. Sometimes, though, wrestlers break character for more serious reasons. At SummerSlam, LA Knight fought Logan Paul for the United States Championship. Paul performed a number of high-risk moves, and a couple of times, LA Knight discreetly broke character to make sure his opponent was okay. Thankfully, Logan was alright, and the two had a phenomenal SummerSlam match.
Ooh.
Cody Rhodes is easily one of the best talkers in the
I didn't watch SummerSlam this year.
But so is Roman Reigns.
Hey, anybody got a kid that needs to be kissed? Do you want an autograph? Because Cody will pull your kid out here and make him a part of his entrance.
WWE's mission statement is to put smiles on people's faces, and wrestlers will do just about anything to make sure that happens, even break character. Despite being one of the nastiest women on the roster, Liv Morgan saw an opportunity to make a young fan's day and took it.
Liv, can I get this?
Now, this just needs to be seen to be believed. So on SmackDown, Bianca Belair and Dakota Kai were having a match. One spot called for Dakota to grab Belair's braid and yank her down. However, Dakota Kai couldn't grab the hair, so Bianca had to help her out. However, the botch caused Dakota Kai to laugh, so she had to cover her mouth to prevent fans from seeing her break.
In the middle of a match, girl?
Character breaks
What
back
the
to
fuck?
back. I told ya, you just had to see it. Wrestling fans are known for finding ways to amuse themselves during shows, and the fans in Berlin were no different. During Randy Orton and Gunther's match, the crowd began doing the wave. Orton tried, but couldn't hold it together, and began laughing and even got into it with the fans. Honestly, at this point in his career, Orton has completed the main game and is just doing side quests. On the October 25th, 2024 episode of SmackDown, Randy Orton was a little late to the arena. Orton's boss, Triple H, made his displeasure known, which caused Randy to crack.
I would have preferred not to do this out here, Randy, but since you can never seem to show up to work on time, which we can talk about later.
Wow.
A wrestler was asked such a bad question that it caused her to break character.
Wow,
Before she
that's
faced
funny.
Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship, Io Sky was taking questions from the press. Now, as you hear this question, keep in mind that Io Sky is part of Damage Control and has Dakota Kai and Kairi Sane as allies.
You're going to go up against Liv Morgan. Are you going to come with backup? Because she has Raquel in her corner. Who's going to be in your corner when you go up against Liv?
So, I am the member of Damage Control?
No. I understand that. So you're gonna. So, as being a member, but are you gonna have all of them in your corner? Are you gonna pick one or just?
Now this was pretty heartwarming to see. On SmackDown, Randy Orton and Kevin Owens teamed up to take on Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Randy and KO won, but after getting the pin, Orton broke character and gave his opponent a pat, letting the young wrestler know he did a good job. This next moment was not shown on TV, and for good reason. On the February 16th, 2024 episode of SmackDown, The Rock joined Roman Reigns and the Bloodline and thus turned heel or became a bad guy.
Tonight, it is official. You all, right now, live on Fox, have broken an all-time indoor attendance record. Not only for the city of Salt Lake, but for the entire state of Utah. Congratulations. Well, here's the record you broke. You broke the all-time record for the largest gathering of trailer park trash the Rock has ever seen.
The Rock became the enemy of the people that night. But take a look at what happened afterward. After the show went off the air, the Great One broke character and started interacting with the fans. He even gave a young child a fist bump. This wasn't the only character-breaking moment that happened off-air either. A few months later, in August, the live fans were treated to a massive 8-man tag team match between the Awesome Truth, Jey Uso, Rey Mysterio, and the Judgment Day. The good guys won, and afterward, everyone started eating. All 4 members of Judgment Day weren't having any of it though. Well, except for one.
I think it's kind of cool.
Damien then broke character and gave everyone exactly what they wanted.
Damien want to be a part of it.
If you thought you had seen the last of our Truth,
He like, I'm not serious all the time.
Truth is so good, he can even make his boss break character.
I know a good magician when I see one. He just made titles appear out of thin oxygen.
Besides our Truth though, Pat McAfee is also pretty good at making people break character. And by people, I mean Michael Cole.
Ricochet so quick as a puma. We want to talk about how quick pumas are. I think as a whole.
I'm excited to see that video of that.
Oh my God, I was just not expecting that response from you.
He's a brick house. There's no other way to describe it. I mean, that's just what
Well, I mean, there's other ways to describe it, but I mean, I get your point.
Snoop Dogg is actually pretty good at making people break too.
We got tables in Philadelphia.
Oh, we got picnic tables? Well, hey, boo-boo, here comes Yogi Bear with a picnic table.
It's very rare for a male fan to make a female wrestler break character, but this guy did it. On a September 2024 episode of Raw, a sign in the crowd caught
His commentary
Zelina
was
Vega's
so
attention.
random,
The sign
but
said,
good.
Michael Trandad has the best seat in the house. Michael Trandad was Zelina Vega's father, and he tragically died during the September 11th attacks. This kind gesture made Zelina Vega tear up right before her match. Since the allegations came out in January 2024, no one in WWE has been allowed to acknowledge Vince McMahon. Drew McIntyre tried to tiptoe around this, and CM Punk let him cook.
And everybody's finally starting to realize what I've known all along, that Drew McIntyre has always been the chosen one.
Chosen one. Who chose you? Who? What was his name? Huh? You got the balls to say you're the chosen one? Tell me.
Wade Barrett and Corey
Oh,
Graves are two
really?
commentators who give off similar energy. So which one do you think would break the other?
Right here. Unfortunately, being a deadbeat dad is apparently a lifetime sentence.
It's too much, Wade.
The first match of the second night of WrestleMania 40 was between Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. Rollins was defending his World Heavyweight Championship, but despite a hard-fought battle, Seth didn't win. After the match, Rollins started to get emotional. Most fans thought Seth was staying in character and crying because he had just lost his title. However, you can see Seth Rollins mouthing the words, "You earned that effing belt," breaking character and congratulating his opponent. But even the bad guys break character too. Later that night, Cody Rhodes defeated Roman Reigns to finally win the WWE Championship. It was a very emotional moment, and while everyone saw what was going on in the ring, most people missed what was happening 20 yards away. Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman quietly embraced in a hug, thanking each other for the long journey they had been on together. Now, if you want to see how Damian Priest ended up like this, watch the video on screen.
See, now I feel so different about that whole match between Seth and Drew. Because every time I see his face looking like that, I just feel so sorry for him. But he was actually really proud of him during that moment. So that's nice. I think that one might be my favorite one now that I know the context. Or like, now that I know a little bit more of what he said to him. Because I don't be trying to read lips unless it's like really, really necessary to. But that was actually pretty nice. Leave some likes and comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. And I will see you on the next one.